our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba, Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company. The program that brings together the powerful, inspiring business leaders of today, CEOs of companies, emerging heads of entrepreneurial enterprises belonging to communities, handlers of sustainable advocacies. These business leaders spell power for every move, power to create, power to influence, power to lead. These powers they display and personify Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network, bringing power to be within you. Hosted by Asian EduTech leader Dr. Alex Reyes, direct selling sensei Jojo Barakias, digital culture and lifestyle coach Joshua Ravelas, with the founding anchor, business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas. Brought to you by Yes Tech Processed Foods and Nuts Group and Rotary Club of Alabang Madrigal Business Park. Engaged with Power Leaders Highlight of the Week. Community Power Mind presents and the special power feature, Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network, bringing power to be within you.
Oh, hello. So, Maayong hapon, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Hello, TSA community. Great to be here again. Shout out to my Shiro, my family in Texas, and to my friend in Mumbai. Welcome to the 26th season of Talk.Shop.Asia, the Philippines' longest running digital business show. Now on its 7th year, it has transformed from a business show to be a program builder, communities network, event organizer, and digital media producer, all in one capsule. This is Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network, Season 4, Episode 3, representing the Power Group 3. This is Dr. Alex Reyes, your anchor for today's show, and let me call in my friends Jojo and Joshua to join us.
Good morning, Dr. Alex.
Hi!
And
Hi!
Joshua.
Good morning.
Hello there.
I was talking and talking, nakamute pala ako. Anyway,
Yeah.
yes, good afternoon. And
Yeah,
so today is going to be an exciting day. Go ahead, Jo.
Yeah, you don't like to be disturbed. That's why. Okay, good morning, Business Philippines. We are in the fourth season of Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. We ought to give you more powerful features, more powerful group mix to spearhead information for engagement, collaboration, and partnerships. By the way, we are airing in 2 platforms, Facebook and YouTube, and in 3 major channels. Talk.Shop.Asia, our home studio, Big Media, and the ATC International.
That's cool. And of course, good afternoon once again, Business Philippines. Indeed, this is another exciting season for all of us as we showcase power CEOs, noble leaders doing impactful work and service that is above self. We have with us 28 credentials of entrepreneurs as one of our international partners. Founders are from Malaysia, India, and Hong Kong. They have presence in 49 countries.
Yes, and of course, I'd like to talk about our CEO guest and Power CEO guest for today. We have the Chief Executive Officer of Anavari Comics NFT, and of course, we also have the COO of marketing of Anavari Comics as well. So we will interview them later. What about you, Jo? Who's your guest?
Well, for Community Mike, we have the president of Rotary Club of Muntinlupa North. So we will have Miss Karen Camille Casey Costiniano.
Yes. And of course, in our special power feature today, she's a 28 COE member, Rotary member, Youth Exchange Program Officer, Inbound Coordinator, and International English Teacher from SESC. And we'll be knowing more about it in the later time.
Yes, that's right. So let's take a break so that we can start our special feature after this.
Yep, stay tuned.
We'll be right back, only here at Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. It's a tough business out there. So many uncertainties, operational difficulties, deadlines. We provide the solutions and services that your company needs at the best price, guaranteed, with our global principles. And experienced partners, we bring solutions to your current and future business. Inolution, supporting your business as always.
Welcome to Pride and Proud Asia, Asia's first online radio show that champions LGBT contribution and leadership in business and in our country and the region. Hosted by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce, visibility, representation, and empowerment. This is Pride and Proud Asia. Happy Pride!
Video meetings are the future of collaboration. Meetings are like people. No two are ever the same. Logitech provides better meetings where everyone can be seen and heard, because great meetings just don't happen. Logitech, with our partner Inolution, ensures your video collaboration is at the next level. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Imagine a call center service where everything works just like it should. Introducing Voiso, hosted call center solution. Agile call center suite. Advanced real-time dashboard to track agent behavior. Instantly switch between call stages with event-based navigation. The right international telecom experience your business needs. Do more with your call.
Inolution, supporting your business as always. Taking our journey, leading the pack, unleashing your power. And we are back here at Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. Sustainability brings forth long stages of progress. That is power in 4 pillars: economic, people, social, and environment. Doing business while staging support for corporate responsibility. And that makes it special. On these, we now bring to you our special power feature.
Oh, and I love this segment as we talk about special feature from abroad. Let me call in the host of this segment, Joshua Ravelas.
Great day, everyone. Welcome back to Talk.Shop.Asia. My name is Joshua Ravelas. And of course, this is our special power feature. And joining us today is a 28 COE member, Rotary member, Youth Exchange Program Officer, Inbound Coordinator, and International Teacher. But before we get into that, let's play VTR, please.
Let me tell you
Roll
about this
VTR.
quotes book by 28 Credentials of Entrepreneur. This book has 28 self-written quotes by successful entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, bureaucrats, and professionals from 49 countries. These are not just quotes, but are life lessons these people have experienced and learned themselves. This book will help you understand what struggles and challenges you can face in your own professional journey and how to overcome them. Each quote is a lesson in itself. It is a finely printed hard copy book. There are 427 pages and is almost 3 kilos in weight. It's a colorful book and spot UV printed book. This is the first volume of book, and there are multiple volumes to be released every year. You can be a part of a future volume of this book by becoming a member of 28 COE. It's an opportunity to get featured on a book that has global reach. It will help you with your personal branding, help you with networking, and is also a great way to help other young entrepreneurs learn and grow. This is a limited edition book. You can purchase it from the link in the description below or visit www.28coe.com. Thank you to all the members for your contribution in this book.
Welcome back, and please welcome Miss Vilma Da Luz Barbosa from Brazil.
Hello there.
Bom dia.
Bom dia.
How are you, Miss?
I'm great. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you?
Doing better. So far, since I was really thrilled about what I saw on the VTR, I'd like to know, what do you have to say first about 28 COE?
Well, it's a great pleasure being part of that, where we have coaches, speakers, professionals, and entrepreneurs all around the globe. It's a great chance to shine together, to learn and empower each other. I'm so honored to be part of there, and I invite all of you to be part as well, to meet leaders from across the globe to learn and share knowledge.
Yes, that's true. And thank you so much for your presence today. And I've really seen a lot through your background, and it really inspires me that there is an international teacher amongst us like you. And of course, it also gives me the question, when and how did you start your career as an international English teacher? So I leave the floor to you.
Okay. So I got started as an international English teacher about 2 years ago, when we had the beginning of the pandemic. Then I had to stop working at school, and we were supposed to teach online, and I was in panic because I had no idea how to
Mm.
work with my students online. And then I started searching on the internet how to teach them in a different way. And then on Facebook I found many teachers. I met many teachers that were like me, worried about teaching a different way, bringing the students different experiences. And then I started with international meetings and bringing my students to international meetings, so that they were able to communicate with people from another countries. In the beginning, they were like in panic because they used to think that they were not able to communicate, because I enjoy working with different kinds of activities. I've been an English teacher for 18 years, more or less, but then working online was the first time. And then I met that there are many teachers out there doing many amazing international projects. And then I made friends with them. And I also
Mhm.
started being part of these projects. And then today I have my students there on the international scenarios, on international meetings. They are also part of international platforms like me, and they have been enjoying these meetings a lot. And I am so happy when I see my students that 2 years ago were so shy to communicate, and today they are that empowered, talking with people in a good way, in a proud way, without being
Mhm.
afraid of making mistakes. And then I am like, wow, I made it. And I'm so happy with the results. And I can see that all hard work was worth it, because we have had great we they have improved a lot, and that's fantastic.
Yes, and of course, I'd also like to ask, because you're a very very good teacher, because even before the show we've spoken a lot already, and it's something that I'm really inspired about to know, because first off, who and what motivated you to pursue this business in the first place?
Well, I can say that it all started when I was 13 years old, and I
Wow.
lived in a farm. And then I was there helping my parents with the tomato plantation and with the goats.
Mm.
And I got to know that the owner of the farm was an English teacher, and he had his own school. And one day he looked
Mm.
at me and asked me, Vilma, would you like to study English? And I looked
Mm-hmm.
at him and said, yes, that would be my dream. But of course, my parents didn't have any money to pay. Then he told me, as I was always happy helping around and doing my best, if I wanted, he would give me a scholarship to study English for free. And that was the first time that I grabbed an opportunity in my life. And I studied really, really hard. And I promised myself that I would become his best student, because that was the only way I had to pay him the opportunity he was giving me. And that was the way I started studying English. And then later, this same person, teacher Dede, his name,
Mm-hmm.
he taught me that I could go to university and study for free, because again I
Wow.
didn't have any money. And then I started studying at the university with a scholarship. I proved them that I really wanted to study, and then they gave me a scholarship, and then I became a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and always grabbing opportunities that were coming to my life. And also, I learned to grab the opportunities with my dad, who taught me to believe in myself. So since I was a child, I've been listening to my parents telling me, believe in yourself, study hard, that this is the only way you have to change your life. So my parents were the ones who empowered me to believe in myself, to believe that yes, I was able to do anything that if I really wanted to, even if we didn't have any money for that. They taught me to believe in myself. And later, then, when I was 13, teacher Dede gave me the chance to study. He taught me that yes, I could do that. And then,
Mm-hmm.
since then, I've been grabbing all the opportunities. And today I am so happy that I have the chance to be a teacher as well. And today, my mission is to do the same, empower my students, empower others to believe in themselves, that through education they can change their lives. That was the way I changed mine, and I want to do the same with others, change their lives for the better, because education can do that, can make us better human beings and empower us to do anything that we want to.
Yes, and that's a really beautiful mission. That's one of the reasons why I'm so inspired being around you as well. And of course, this also entails a lot of challenges around. So the next question would be, what were the challenges you faced in the business and how did you overcome them? Yes.
Well, learning a new language, there are many challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and in the beginning, the challenge was that we didn't have the internet, we didn't have a cell phone, and then I learned the language just with a small dictionary that teacher that they gave me, but I
Wow.
gave my best. I studied hard and I could learn. And when I became a teacher, when I was invited to teach English, the problem was that people didn't believe that I would be able to teach English. Oh, how do you imagine that you could be a teacher if you have never been abroad? This was the first thing that people used to ask me. Have you ever been abroad? And then when I used to tell them that I had never been abroad, they were not believing that I could be a good teacher. So this was one of
Mm-hmm.
the challenges, and then that gave me the power to study even harder, to prove everyone that yes, I would be able to teach. Yes, I would be able to communicate fluently without being abroad. And this is something
Mm-hmm.
that I have been telling my students, that to become a fluent in English, you don't have to go abroad. Nowadays, with the technology, you can learn anything. You can
Mm-hmm.
communicate with anyone, anywhere. I am here talking with people from the other side of the globe in English. This is the language to unite people across the globe. So the challenges were in the past learning the language, and being confident that yes, you are able to do that, and believe in yourself, and try and do the same with others. This is the biggest challenge also these days. Make students believe in themselves, that yes, they are able to communicate, that no one will laugh at their English, that they are able to
Mm-hmm.
communicate, they don't have to be afraid. Because when we communicate with people from another side, from other countries, they are not correcting our mistakes, or they are not worried about our accent. They just want to communicate with us. So when we realize that yes, we can communicate,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, teachers, yes, they can communicate, and everyone will understand them, then the
Mm-hmm.
challenge become easier, and they can
Yes,
communicate.
that's true. And of course, besides that part, we'll be asking you another thing, which is what business and life lessons that you would like to share with our audience.
um, I learned lots of lessons in my life. The first of them was believe in yourself, of course,
Mm.
and also that you have to work hard to make your dreams come true. because sometimes people are just complaining that they don't have good opportunities, that their lives are not good, that they are unlucky or something like that. But I truly
Mm-hmm.
believe that we are the ones in charge of our happiness, in charge of our success. We have to work hard and try make it a better world. And I am so happy today that because of English language, many opportunities came to me, and today I am also part of BPW International, and we work with
Mm-hmm.
many projects in our communities, and I am so happy with that because I have the chance today to help others. So we have many projects in our community, and one of the projects that I want to work on very soon is to start teaching English with for teenagers and people who don't have any money to pay for that. I wanna make
Wow.
have a big project and teach them for free, and then this way change their lives the same way that the dad did with me. And then this is an idea that I have, and I wanna do that. And the idea is to make it a big and international project and teach English for Brazilian kids and teenagers, and also for kids and teenagers around the world who don't have any money, and then make a great big community for communication
Yes, and that's a
for free.
very beautiful mission and life lesson as well. Thank you so much, Miss. And of
Thank
course,
you.
since our audience also curious about you, um, how does our audience contact you for future collaborations and your business services?
Well, I am around as I became an international English teacher, so I have students in Spain, I have in Italy, I have in Italy, in France. I have many students abroad, and I am into some international platforms. I am on Facebook, on Instagram, and I have started a big project that is called um, Global Speaking Club. The idea is
Wow.
to connect people across the globe, and then it doesn't matter if they have a basic level of English or they are advanced in English. The idea is to connect everyone. This time, not separate the levels, because I believe that we don't have to separate. We have to unite people, and then the ones who have advanced English will be helping and giving tips to the ones who are in the beginning, and the ones who are in the beginning of the studies, they will realize that yes, they are able to. So we have the global speaking club, and I invite everyone to come and join us. We have the speaking club every Thursday at in the evening time in Brazil, and I will be
Mm-hmm.
happy if everyone join us. And let's empower others. Let's help others to communicate. Let's make English the key to make better lives.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. And of course, if you guys want to know more about this, you can also check out our episode right now. And of course, if you also want to know more about the details, you can also use the contact details that are flashed on screen. And first off, I'd like to thank you so much, Miss Barbosa, for your time.
Thank
And of
you.
course, I'd also like to thank our dear audience for tuning in. And of course, we'll be right back with our community mic segment and Power CEO only here on TSAPN. And of course, if you're also going to see Miss Barbosa again at the end of the segment. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, only here at Talk Shop Asia Power Network.
Get into the treasure trove of undiscovered music through Napalm, your new all-Pinoy alternative music. Whether it's rock, metal, reggae, soul, or pop, we have it covered. Napalm features upcoming Pinoy artists and musicians, hosted by Lace Jimenez and Thunder God Bernard. So sit back and relax and enjoy Napalm, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Are you looking for a solution to address injuries using an advanced, non-messy method? EverCryo is here for you. A good way to address injuries and inflamed muscles. EverCryo. Introducing the medical treatment for a range of physical alignments. EverCryo Compression Therapy System. A system that is easy to use. Quick and easy to set up for fast relief from pain and quicker recovery from injury or surgery. Perfect for anyone who experiences frequent pain or inflammation in a certain area of the body. Wrap on and get some cold compression therapy. EverCryo, an innovative therapeutic system to heal comfortably, less the mess. Video conferencing has never been crucial to your business than ever before, whether it's work from home or remote work collaboration. Productive team meetings are crucial to your business success. So whether it's for personal use or from small to medium to large conference meeting rooms, Logitech has the right solution right for you. With our partner Evolution's track record of responsive service, you can be assured of reliable and effective video collaboration all the time. Evolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@evolution.com.ph. Taking our journey, leading the pack, unleashing your power. And we are back here at Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. Community is collective power. Their makeup determines their kind. Their voice determines their strength. Now, giving them the stage to engage others with their stories of business and advocacy. Let us hear them one by one in our Community Power Mic Presents.
And we are back. This segment is really close to my heart as we are going to highlight advocacy work. And of course, I'd like to bring in the host for this segment, Jojo Barakias.
Good mornings, Dr. Okay, welcome once again to my part of the program, the Community Mic segment, where the voice of the company resonates with the voice of the industry. Today we have a guest, President of Rotary Club of Muntinlupa North, Miss Camille Casey Costiniano. Okay, can we have Miss Costiniano, please?
Good afternoon.
Good mornings, Casey.
Good morning. Yes. Good morning to all of you.
It's
It's a
afternoon,
pleasure to be
actually.
here. Yes.
Yeah. How are you, Miss Casey?
Well, right now we are rushing a lot of things because tomorrow is the big day for our health caravan in Ilocos.
Oh, okay, yeah. Speaking about the health caravan,
Mhm.
your initiative in Ilocos? Can you tell us more about this?
Okay. This is initiated by our district governor, Mildred V. Bitangkol. She's a
Mhm.
doctor by profession. It has been her mission to reach out to those isolated areas to uh, to to have access for free medical missions, medical services here in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. So it says adult and pediatric checkup, breast and cervical cancer,
Yes.
opto
Opta
checkup.
and Opto checkup with free eyeglasses.
Wow.
Yes.
Dental lecture.
On the
And
dental lecture, we're gonna give out high dental kits for the beneficiaries.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then the various haircuts.
Yes.
Well, I saw, is that Mr. Singson?
uh, yes, that's the brother of Gov Chavit. That is
Mm.
Governor Jerry Singson.
Okay. So how did you collaborate with Governor Chavit?
Okay. It was referred by a good friend, and then we directly talked to them for this health mission in their place.
Okay. So when you have a health caravan,
Mhm.
what are or who are the target beneficiaries of the health program? They call MVB, Health
Yes,
Caravan.
yes. We thought of right now in our health caravan in Ilocos, we thought of 1,000 beneficiaries from municipalities of Lidlida and nearby towns.
Okay. So you bring in the doctors,
Yes.
the also the medicines that go with
Ye-
it.
yes, sir. We
Okay.
provide from our district.
Okay. So can you tell us more about the other projects your club is focused on?
Mhm. Sir, this is actually the third leg right now for the health caravan mission. And we learned that this area severely affected by the recent earthquake in Ilocos.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought that it would be the best for them to provide the free medical mission from Rotary District 3830.
Okay. When you have these kinds of projects, no, health caravans, and then helping, especially those affected by the recent earthquake happening had that happened in the north. How
Mhm.
does how does a health caravan get funded?
Get funded. Um, um, we are trying to raise funds from other presidents of the club. Like we're asking for donations to support these projects of ours. So normally we share what we can give, and then we provide all the things that they need for the actual mission.
Mm. So
Yes.
normally, what kind of institution would be like the major sponsor? Are these the pharma companies or the group of doctors that really have this advocacy to help people in need?
Uh, yes, we are open to that. But now, since this is a quick um, what you call this? This is like coordination with all of the clubs from our
Mm-hmm.
district. So we are thinking like we are the one who gives support for the mission. So we
Mm-hmm.
are open for the pharma companies or any companies who can donate us to continue these projects.
Oh, okay. So this is a
Yeah.
good time to advertise to the pharma
Yes.
companies.
Yes.
I used to work with
That's right.
Trillig
That's right,
Pharma,
sir.
with
Yes.
Trillig Pharma
So,
Corporation.
yes, sir. So if you want to give a fund or donate to us in kind or in whatever what you can give to us, it's a big help to people who are in need for the mission.
Yeah, definitely. When you
Yes.
have a health caravan, how many people do you target, Miss Casey?
We are thinking all the time of thousand. So this mission we
Mm-hmm.
started from 1,000. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully next time we do more. We cater more beneficiaries.
Okay. So I read from the posters that you have
Mhm,
like several um specialties, no,
mhm.
from dental to prenatal care, etc., etc. So how many doctors do go in that join the caravan, and are these all
Normally, sir,
Rotary
yes.
members?
Normally, sir, it depends on the actual beneficiaries. If it's too many, then we ask them to group which services we can provide to them. So it was like it depends on the group that they made, and then we ask the doctors if how many doctors do we need to this specific service.
Mm-hmm.
So normal right now we are in partnership of DOH and the Philippine Medical Association.
Oh,
So in
that's
this kind
great.
of mission, yes, in this kind of mission, we ask their help to provide us free doctors voluntarily.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Miss Casey, how
Sir.
can people join and help or donate this kind of advocacy of the Rotary Club, the
Yes,
MVV Health
sir.
Caravan?
Mm-hmm, to all the people out there who wants to give donations or want to help us, you can search our club, Rotary Club of Muntinlupa North, District 3830, through our official page in Facebook. You can reach us to the page po. We have a secretary to accommodate you.
Okay, for our dear audience, yeah. So there is a Facebook page, right? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
for District 3830,
Mhm.
the Rotary
So
Club
we
of.
can send them. So we can send them a letter for the specific projects we have. So they can communicate us through Facebook to our official Facebook page.
Okay. So that's for the president of Rotary Club of Muntinlupa North, Miss Casey Costiniano. Thank you very
Yes,
much for
sir.
your
Thank
time,
you so
Miss
much. Thank
Casey.
you so much.
Please don't go away. We'd like to have you in the final segment where we can
Yes,
ask
sir.
you more about your final words, where to get in touch with you, and the
Yes.
Rotary Club. And we'll ask you a Miss Universe question. That is not really very difficult.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you so
great.
much.
Yeah, thank you too. Stay tuned. I'll see you later in the final
Yes,
segment.
sir.
So let's
Thank
pause
you.
for a break.
Yes.
We'll be right back, only here at Talk Shop Asia Power Network. Big Media is all about life's journey.
Yung mga yun, mga bata pa sila dati nung nakakasama ko sila. So ngayon, sikat na sila. Kaya
In digital, entertainment,
maraming salamat po na nabigyan nyo kami ng opportunity.
information, story, inspiration, and experiences. Whenever, wherever you want, welcome. Join us as we push the boundaries of possibility here with Big Media. Video meetings are the future of collaboration. Meetings are like people. No two are ever the same. Logitech provides better meetings where everyone can be seen and heard, because great meetings just don't happen. Logitech, with our partner Inolution, ensures your video collaboration is at the next level. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Imagine a call center service where everything works just like it should. Introducing Voiso, hosted call center solution. Agile call center suite. Advanced real-time dashboard to track agent behavior. Instantly switch between call stages with event-based navigation. The right international telecom experience your business needs. Do more with your call.
Inolution, supporting your business as always. Taking our journey, leading the pack, unleashing your power. And we are back here at Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. Know what it takes to be the leader of your business. Be a dreamer that has great vision of the future, inspired by the hopes and dreams of the people. Be a leader with amazing plans and solutions for the world by leading people through inspiration, motivation, and excellence. Be a storyteller that shares the spark of wisdom and leads by example. Now, this kind of inspiring leader shares his story and secrets with you as you carry on your own business journey. Presenting our business leader highlight of the week.
And we are back, and of course, this is the favorite part. This is my favorite part because I will be interviewing power CEOs, and of course, we have with us a knowledgeable person when it comes to NFTs, marrying with art. This is a founding member of Anavari Comics and NFT. We have Mr. Lorenzo Llamas. And of course, together with Mr. Lorenzo Llamas, we have his quarterback and COO, Chief Operating Officer and Marketing Officer of Anavari Comics, Christopher Ashley Mariano.
Hello. Hi, guys. Good afternoon,
Hello.
Dr. Alex.
Hi,
Thank you for
good
having
afternoon.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, of course. I'm so excited to ask you questions as we already did that during our tech run. And of course, since we're talking about Anavari Comics, NFTs, and marrying art comics with that, maybe I could ask maybe Lorenzo first. When and how did you start your business? So tell us about your journey and the genesis of it all.
Wow. It's gonna take like more than an hour, I guess. Okay. When I started,
University.
okay,
Miss University.
Miss Universe today. Okay. The thing about my company, I started out as a collector of artworks, specifically on comic books, and then I'm just gonna keep it short. And then I got inspired because before the Anavari thing, I was already an aspiring entrepreneur. This isn't my first company. I used to have a tech company before. We developed services for internet needs, and then eventually on the journey of my life, since I love comic books so much, and I love the stories, the superhero and whatnot, and it dawned on me, and I said, like, what if I can literally create my own universe and actually make it like a business and stuff? And being me, and then I said, like, okay, fine, let's do it. And the next thing I know, I registered the company, but I have no characters yet. And then like uh, the next step that I did was uh, think of a superhero, because I can't be a comic book company without a character first or a product, right? So
Correct.
I was alone doing it at first, and truth be told, I cannot draw. So what I did back the first time is I asked for help some of my friends from who works in a comic book platform before, and then we had some prototypes, and then then eventually Chris, I pitched the idea to Chris on the long run, and then he is also FYI, Chris is also a an entrepreneur also, and a practicing psychologist. So and he's also my best friend in real life. So I confided with him because he's also a comic book and art collector, and I said like, hey, bro, I have an idea. I want to pitch it to you, and maybe you're interested in it, and then maybe we could give it a try. Because if it's okay, I can be honest in here. You know, uh, one of the things also that I got inspired to make this company is that with the booming market of the superhero genre in Hollywood and uh, on different countries, and I told myself like I want to create a company that's kind of like, but not kind of like, but something like Marvel or DC, but Philippine startup that we could actually share uh, outside or offshore. And then I called in some of my friends. Um, I'm also working with David. He's not currently present here right now. And my artist is also watching. Melvin Kisto is an amazing artist. He's head of
Hello,
creatives.
Melvin.
Shout out Melvin. And
Hi.
and then we started conceptualizing these characters, like this one below me. I mean, next to me, right here. This is one of our NFTs we'll be releasing. This is the final product. It took us a long time to actually develop this one, and lots of efforts and trials and errors. There you go. And
Yes, so I see that it's very well, good quality really, and you can really produce world class comics and compete with Marvel. I mean, we have a lot of very talented Filipino artists that are homegrown that we could really, just scout for them and perhaps make your startup boom so much. Really, I know in Japan it's like good business. So I like that you are bold and brave because that is really a trait or a value that founders have, and I see that in you. And actually I am that as well. I admit I am that. When I
yeah,
think of something, I really go for it and I don't care anymore. I'll just do it. So anyway, let's ask Chris, what kind of business is Anavari, and who and what motivated you to pursue this business after hearing the pitch from your best friend? Like, you don't go to business with your best friend all the time. Like sometimes you'd be like, I think so, but what made you want to do it?
Okay, so can you hear me, guys? Is my audio clear?
so clear, so clear.
Yes. Go.
So I'll answer the first question regarding on what type of business that we have. So our business is a mix of two actually. So me and my best friend Enzo were trying to innovate something new. Now, with the booming market of crypto, its rise with the NFTs, and at the same time, when he pitched me the idea, we were a publishing company, a comic publishing company. That was the original form of Anavari. And then it dawned to us like, now crypto has given us this, the NFT market has given us the opportunity. Why not merge the two in a new type of business model in which people can own their comic arts in the form of NFTs. So you're owning an asset. That's an equivalent of it. And it, of course, it's cost effective as well. Since we have so many platforms right now, accessible platform, if according to what we have learned, I have learned on the field, um, it reduces the cost. At the same time, what inspired me to join the pitch is our love for comics. At the same time, I was advocating for mental health. So in my head, hey, maybe me and Enzo could create characters that could serve as a medium as well as a therapeutic medium for people to connect to. We tend to humanize our characters within our comics of what's realistic on real life issues. So I think my background as a therapist um, affected that decision when me and Enzo would argue about, hey, how are we gonna develop this? And I would Enzo, it's more of the on the superhero type. The powers is good at that. Me, bro, why not we anchor them to real life people, to real life issues? This is the gift. I like to call this a gift from the insights that I have heard during sessions. It's a very beautiful encounter between me and and the clients and me and Enzo when we are talking. So I think this is where my inspiration comes from and the type of business that we are trying to promote. So it is an NFT publishing, and we have an advocacy. For me and Enzo believe also as well, we should be able to help community building. So we're not selfish. We would like to give back to the community as much as we can as of the moment.
Wow, that's really wonderful to hear. I love advocacy work. I love community building, especially from founders. Corporate social responsibility is really important, especially right now, hitting those sustainable development goals. But let's go back to your being a mental health and really a coach and licensed, I think, mental wellness coach. When you say that your comics is like relatable and it's more like humane, I would say that Spider-Man was actually like pegged on that because when he created Spider-Man, they were saying that why would we get a teenager as a superhero? Like they're very like thin, they're not well developed, and so it didn't fly at first with the publishers or the people in like media, and then they realized that with teenagers, Spider-Man really is like a hero, and it worked well with in comics. So I think that having an advocacy in terms of mental health or even like offering diversity is really important. I was asking you at first, like, do you have a hero that's kind of on the heavy side,
Yeah,
that
I
you
remember. I remember
transform
that.
into a hero. So, what are your types of heroes that you have in Anavari comics? Like maybe Lorenzo could like tell me.
Yeah. We have various types of heroes. Some I can probably share. Some I cannot, because we're still working the IPs and the and all the paperwork before we publish them. One of the characters. Let's start with behavioral. Um, the characters that I made are practically based first. Of course, when an author tries to create a character, it tries to relate itself first to himself or herself. I think I heard a quote before from the guy who made the Sandman. Uh,
Neil
his name was
Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman is one of the excellent writers out there, masterpiece. Uh, and then Uragon, or the angel at the back in the photo, he represents humanity and at the same time an angelic qualities. And Christianity, we all know that angels are perfect; they're made to be perfect. But in the story, he has to face, he has to see the point of view of humanity. I'm not gonna tell the full story because you have to get the book in order for you
Yes, you
to,
have to get the comics, right?
yeah,
You
you
have
have to
to
read the
like
comics in order to get to
these
know him.
people are interested with comics and start them, reading already.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, and then like, he actually saw the difference between a life of a human being versus the point of view wherein angels could see him only on a third person point of view. He actually got to live it I'm not gonna tell you why, because again, you have to get the book. But he tackled more of the weaknesses of what humanity has to go through in order to achieve perfection in the community. Most of the standards of society is that you need to be good, you need to be a good man, you have to be a contributing citizen, you have to be humble, you have to be this, you have to be that. But in reality, what we're actually facing is that it's easier to have hubris because it feels good, it feels empowering versus to becoming humble. And that's what he's facing. He cannot access his powers if he does not practice good virtues. His powers actually lessen. That's one of his weaknesses. So I'm not gonna.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something I want to show the
I
world
think
that
that's
it's
really
easy to be.
interesting.
It's
I
hard
think
to be
like
good.
teenagers should get it.
Yeah, it's easy. It's hard. It's hard to be a good man, especially in a world which is really tainted. And it's easier to be bad because it's accessible. It feels empowering. It feels strong. That's one of the things that I'm trying to encapsulate on the story of Uragon's Legend of Earth's New Guardian Angel. So he's experiencing the life of a human being, the tragedies we are going through, versus other angels that all they know about is being good, being perfect, because they were made to be that way. But he's a bit of a
Mm-hmm.
different he's a bit of a different creature. So I'll leave it to
Okay.
that. That's one of the
Yes.
characters.
Okay.
We also
Yes.
have one of the characters I'm really really proud of for women. I actually created characters for women to represent empowerment for the women. Number one, I mentioned that the other day, Kraken. I'm not
Yes,
gonna
you did
flash Kraken right now.
Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken is the daughter of Poseidon. Everybody thought that he was an octopus and whatnot, but actually she is actually a female that was bestowed upon with powers in the sea. That's one, and then another one which is I don't know if Josh was able to get a picture out of it. There's a picture of Mirel. Mirel is one of our female characters who is very powerful in heaven. We call them the delegates. Miriel is part of the delegate team who, for example, if there's an archangel who decided to become bad, you send Miriel. She will literally obliterate any archangel that went against the laws of paradise. So I don't know if we were able to catch, but you can check us out on Instagram. You can see Mirel there holding this really large knife going like this. Um,
Wow, wow, wow. So I see that there are a lot of comments and acknowledgments in our Facebook page, and I see a lot of like claps for you for this group. So what an amazing project they're saying, and congratulations. Your ideas are great. I think we have Vilma just posted something, and so so you spoke about tragedy and like being human, etc. And like as a startup founder, like maybe one of you can take this. Of course we go through like a process, right? It's not about always winning and succeeding. We say that failure, or there are obstacles that we go through before we get to our uragon stage, or before we get to kraken stage. So may I ask, what were the challenges you faced in the business when you were like, of course, you said you didn't know how to draw and you had to look for artists. How did you overcome them before you got into that, uragon stage? Anyone can take it.
okay. Chris and me have different point of views in there and different answers because we handle different areas of the business. So I guess
Okay,
it's
go
fair to
ahead.
hear us both. Um,
Yeah.
One of the things that made me overcome this is this mindset. Number one, I know I cannot draw. I do not hide this problem. Every leader has a weaknesses. Every leaders have weaknesses. I don't believe that there's a perfect leader. So what you can do is overcome this hurdle by asking help from another. I don't believe that being a leader has to be perfect. That's why there's other people to help you out. So what I did was I admitted to myself I cannot draw. So
True.
what is the solution that we can do? Because we have to be realistic as a leader. And I said, like, let's get an artist, an artist who has passion to do what we really want. And that was the struggle, first struggle I've ever encountered here, because I've it's so hard to find an artist who can really capture the image in my head, because I cannot draw and bring the character into life. Until I met Melvin, which is in the comment section, by the way. Shout out Melvin Isto.
Oh, he has like long wings and blah 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 blah, and they're
Yeah.
like this, like that, like this. No,
No, it
Us-
took us many prototypes
It's,
until we can make
a year.
actual Uragon like this.
Took us almost
Melvin
2
is in
years
high
actually.
2 years just to get the character right.
Wow,
And then
wow.
one of the things that we found, I wouldn't say obstacle, I would say challenge. I like it. It's very positive. Um, One of the challenges we encountered is actually the publishing part. When the pandemic hit, a lot of publishing houses literally closed out. That's one.
True,
And
true.
and the prices literally went insane from suppliers. And when I asked them differently, they were like, "Oh, we have to increase the price, sir, because it's a pandemic and the supplies are really hard," which I understand. That was one of our challenges turned into a positive thing. How? I told the team,
Yes.
if we cannot print on the media, I got an idea, guys. Let's bring it to the digital world. Let's go for Amazon. So I actually have we registered our company with Amazon. So watch out for it on Comixology and other digital platforms. That's the comic side. And
That's awesome.
oh, this one, the OpenSea is for the NFT side. So that's for the collections. That's one of the hurdles that we actually faced. The other area that we actually faced is, well, most of it was due to the pandemic. We were supposed to be trying, we're trying to launch our company before in Comic-Con here on Mall of Asia. We were trying to get in touch with them. But, you know, when the pandemic hit and struck, you know, a lot of things changed, and it affected a lot of company, including us, personally and professionally. And we had to power through as a startup in any situation that they throw at us. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are in the startup and they just literally threw in the towel because of the pandemic, and I don't judge them. It's really difficult, and we had to power through it. We had to forgive me for the term, get our shit together. Otherwise, otherwise we're not gonna make it. So we had
Yes.
to convene every single time and keep ourselves motivated to do these things, educate ourselves every time, improve the characters, the story every single time. For me, I think the story of Uragon has need a lot to improve. Speaking about that, one of our current hurdles right now is the writers. Yeah, I'm looking for writers who would actually connect with me. I've interviewed some of other
That's
writers before.
maybe you can like ask the audience. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
some
ahead.
they can actually connect to the audience, because there are a lot of writers who actually pitched in for the development of the characters, and uh, they were great. They were great writers. I'm not gonna lie. They are literally good. But the thing is that they don't try. They can't capture the essence. So I'm looking for a Melvin in the writing in the writing arena. So I'm still looking for that person to connect with us and actually help contribute to make it a more worthy to read. That's our first goal for today: uh, uh, to be worthy to be read, to be spread around, to get the clout, a fan base, before we can actually pitch this to agencies, or who pitches to companies like Netflix, HBO, and Hulu. We need to get like a mass amount of followers first, and that's one of the hurdles that we're actually facing right now. Thank you.
Okay, so the language I assume is in English because of course you're looking for like international market. So I would say that the language, the writer that you're looking for must be in English, right? Proficient in English. Am I right? Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, so you talked about getting there, and it's not perfect yet, and you're looking for the writer. So can you like share like life lessons, because I know like you said that a lot of like startups just give up, and you guys just went through with it, and just made sure that I'm still here. And I'm happy that you guys are here, because we get to experience Uragon, and I can't wait to like really read the comics, etc. But what are the life lessons that you'd like to share with our audience, and so that to keep them inspired? Maybe we'll start with Chris.
Okay, so regarding sa life lessons, on the life lessons, I was specifically trained what you call Gestalt therapy under Psych Solution Psychological Service under Sir Sig Gamueda. So we had to adopt this specific approach. So it took me 2 years actually to at least understand the theory. So when I understood it, I adapted it as my own. So basically, what I'm trying to do with Anavari, or what I'm trying to share, because in the company, is that we've often we should trust the process. We do not believe in shortcuts, because um, you cannot grow a plant if you do not water it. That's number one. So a company is like a water. I mean a plant, sorry. So you nurture it by your experiences of you as a person, because a company is a projection of your personality. So if you're messed up as a CEO, as a owner, you have certain issues that you haven't processed, you will project this outward. So you could see this along many startups, many companies where egos are running amok, egos that failed. Um, the best example with this is the HBO documentary on Theranos from Elizabeth Holmes, in which she had this grand vision, but her personality was so messed up, she ended up being a fraud. So here, the life lessons I could teach to the young entrepreneur and you as a person and everybody else is that before you start something, I mean, even inside the family, you are a leader, you're an entrepreneur, you're a CEO of a family. Make sure that you have handled your traumas, you've handled your issues in life, because you're going to project this in anywhere, in aspects of your life. So if you're stuck right now, unmoving, stagnated, then probably if you feel you're not alive, then you are not doing something. You're not moving. You are unprocessed. And what we did in Anavari is that's why me and Enzo would clash so many times. We're two different people.
Yeah, that's true.
But what we have agreed on, okay, so one thing about in Gestalt is that we do not enforce our boundaries on other people. We respect other people's boundaries. So we are more open to dialogue. We do not dictate. Because in Gestalt, when you're forcing other people to believe on you, that's manipulation and control. Now, that means your vision for the company is not good. You are not convincing people to believe you. That's why we delegate, we have dialogue. That's why we have lost so many people along the way. Those who do not agree with that's okay. It is what it is. People come and go, and that's how life works. We have lost so many people, lot of tears, blood, sweat, and tears, but we persevered. It's not easy when starting a company. Lot of naysayers and lot of doubters, and that's okay. That's part of the growth.
True, true. I agree. How about you, Enzo? Do you have something to say about life lessons, like briefly?
Yes. I want to give this life lesson to a lot of young gentlemen and young women who's uh having doubts in making their own companies. Um, we live in a third world country. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure about this. I think we'll rise to second world. I think, as long as we're a developing country, yeah, we're living in a developing country. wake up every morning asking yourself, my day is going by, and what positive thing can I do to contribute to society that would actually leave a mark on an imprint on the generations of afterwards of us. A lot of people would say a lot of things in social media. Oh, this company, they don't do good. Or that's a Philippine. But when it comes to action, they don't do anything. So I want to inspire a lot of Filipino men and women to actually take arms and make a startup and had the courage to push through and power through your vision. If a lot of people does not believe in you, believe in yourself. Find communities that can actually support you emotionally, mentally, because putting up a startup is difficult. I'm going to tell you, you're not just going to deal with your peers. Sometimes the craziest part about it is you're going to deal with your family. That's true.
True.
You
I am
really
in a
have
startup as
to
well.
power through a lot. You're going to do a lot of power through. There's going to be a lot of power struggle. There's going to be a lot of naysayers, as Christopher said. It will take a lot of guts and decision to actually push through. I'm not saying Anavar is already on the top. We're not. We're not yet there. But what I'm saying is that at least I took a leap forward compared to the other population that did not, who only ended up in the comment section of Facebook saying a lot of things about startups and did not do anything. I'd rather be that man who takes action. So I'm challenging a lot of young Filipino entrepreneurs who are trying to go out there, be full of courage. You're not alone. We're here. We're also power struggling with society, and you can always reach us. So I'm going to leave a quote for everybody here that probably they could remember me by, whether I do good or not. So I hope no one
Go
can
ahead.
have everything in life. That is a fact. So that is why when you get something, make sure it's the best, because you know you deserve it, knowing you cannot have everything. So what does this actually mean? You, in reality, in human perspective, over the years, we all know that we cannot get everything in life. So fight for something that is the best. You know you deserve it at the back of your mind with all the sacrifices you've done. Get it. Don't just sleep. Don't just wander. Don't just scroll through Facebook. Do it.
That's wonderful, Enzo, and thank you for sharing that. As leaders, we really need to walk the talk. Really, when we say something, we really need to like translate that into action. And I love that you guys are doing that and keep the fire burning and like fight for Uragon and Kraken and all your comic characters. I'd like to see more of you guys on Amazon and everywhere. Actually, startup founder, I really support startups like my startup as well. So they say that with power comes great responsibility, and I'm adapting that from Spider-Man. And of
Yeah.
course, since we're talking about leadership and power, etc., how can our audience contact you for future collaborations and your business services? Can you share it with us? Here,
Yeah.
and please
If we can,
greet your friends.
I don't know if you guys can catch us on our Instagram. You also can follow us on Facebook. You can also follow me on Twitter. There's the official Instagram of AVP. It's Anavari Publishing. You can just always take a look at that. There you go. There's the mobile number, and you can also follow Chris on Instagram. It's Christopher Ashley Mariano, and you also have there you go. That's mine. That's my personal. You can follow me there. The Real Zoe Victor, and that's my Twitter account. You can follow me on Twitter. That's Lorenzo Victor and or Lorenzo Victorol. There you go. You can actually search me there. Uh, and you can also follow us on Facebook, which is Anavari Publishing. You could just type it there. We'll be quick to respond as much as we can. And if you want to collaborate with us, just like the last time, there was a nonprofit organization who reached out to us who wants to partner up. If you're watching, we're still waiting for you to get in touch if you want. If you want to get more educated with NFTs and crypto, you can always reach out to us. We're willing to help the community, the Filipino community, get empowered with decentralized knowledge. Chris, do you have any plugins with your social medias?
Let's go, Chris.
So I would like to also plug in Psych Solution Psychological Services, because the mentoring I got from there is you cannot it's indescribable what I've got there and how it transformed me. So it's Psyche. So that's how it's spelled, Psych Solution Psychological Services. So if you have mental health issues or problems, you could message them at us at Facebook. So we have so many branches. We have one in Valenzuela, we have in Tarlac, we have in Tarlac, we have in Palawan. And we do community work. So here, if you want to have collaboration of humanitarian work, you can contact Psych Solution Psychological Services and look for Sir Sig Gamueda or Hazelin Gabuat. So they are hardcore when organizing relief aids, community outreach programs for the needy. They're their go-to persons.
That's for collaborations.
Can I greet some of my friends, Doc Alex?
Greet your friends briefly, and then we'll go on break after this. Go ahead, Lorenzo. Go ahead.
I want to greet people especially close to my heart, apart from Navarre team. I'd like to greet MJ, our marketing, and also Melvin, our head creative director, and the team. And I'd like to greet FTA, Foxy Talent Agency. We are a marketing and influencer development company. All the models and talents, all my friends, the CEO, Angelica Bianca Lapus, and I'm also like to greet some of my friends from Toronto, David James, who's the CEO of E0 Clothing. And of course, I'd like to greet also my community in the crypto community, the Web3 community. A shout out to the crypto community in there. Guys, keep it going. Help the Filipino get educated with cryptos. And I guess that's it. Shout out to my family, I guess. There you go. Thank you.
Yes, so there you have it. Navarre Comics are our COO and CEO. It was a wonderful talk, and leadership in action is indeed powerful. We'll be right back after the break. And
We'll be right back, only here at Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network.
May lumapit na ba sa'yo na nag-alok ng get-rich-quick scheme? Huwag maging biktima.
Ang Direct Selling Association of the Philippines at ang Department of Trade and Industry ay magkaagapay sa pagpapalaganap ng kaalaman tungkol sa legitimate direct selling.
Mayroong 8-point test na ginagamit upang malaman kung ang kumpanya ay piramiding o hindi. Ang mga sumusunod ay 3 halimbawa mula dito. Inaalok ka na kumita sa mga nire-recruit. Pati posisyon ay pwedeng bilhin. Ang kumpanya ay walang product return policy. Mag-ingat, baka mabiktima.
Kung sa tingin ninyo, pyramid scheme ang gamit ng inyong sinalihang kumpanya, ilapit at i-report ito sa Department of Trade and Industry Consumer Hotline 1384. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon ukol sa legitimate direct selling at ang 8-point test, visit www.dsap.ph.
Imagine a call center service where everything works just like it should. Introducing Voiso, hosted call center solution. Agile call center suite. Advanced real-time dashboard to track agent behavior. Instantly switch between call stages with event-based navigation. The right international telecom experience your business needs. Do more with your call.
Inolution, supporting your business as always. Video conferencing has never been crucial to your business than ever before, whether it's work from home or remote work collaboration. Productive team meetings are crucial to your business success. So whether it's for personal use or from small to medium to large conference meeting rooms, Logitech has the right solution right for you. With our partner Inolution's track record of responsive service, you can be assured of reliable and effective video collaboration all the time. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Does hybrid learning make you think twice about the way you deliver education? Are you getting charged for a learning management solution, but you don't see the results for blended learning? We at YesTech bring hybrid learning so you can focus on what you do best to deliver exceptional education. YesTech has proven excellence with features like virtual meetings, attendance, daily tests and exams, assignments and markings between teachers, students, and admin in virtual learning and teaching, but we never stop improving. With COVID-19, the world came to a standstill and the operations of schools were affected. We interviewed teachers, students, parents, and administrative personnel, and we learned that the delivery of education in the 21st century needed fast and complete learning applications and tools. Now that schools are reopening and students are excited to go to school, our team at YesTech is thrilled to assist in this transition. We bring more excitement to this hybrid learning with our premium platform and features like group study, seamless payment collection of fees, QR-based ID card system, and more, automating day-to-day management of school operations. And we at YesTech aim to rule the edtech space with exceptional customer service, free training and retooling, and pushing the limits. Say yes to learning with YesTech.
Taking our journey, leading the pack, unleashing your power. And we are back here at Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network.
Welcome to the final and exciting segment where we will ask our guests a Miss Universe question on their business. Let me call back our gracious hosts, Jojo and Joshua.
Good day, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think we had like great interviews so far. So of course, let's continue with our announcement on board. So we at YesTech can assist you with your day-to-day operations, offering features like QR-based ID card system, online payments, and more. YesTech is your all-in-one virtual campus of the 21st century. It is a SaaS platform where schools have the ability to deliver a complete learning solution. Basically, we behave like your online school campus. For more information, you may contact 0956-779-7752. Check out our site, https://theyestech.com, https://theyestech.club. Say yes to learning with YesTech. Over to you, Josh.
All right, so let's start with Logitech. So with Logitech, I guess we can all agree that video collaboration is more than a trend. It has become an important part of every business operation, whether you're doing online meetings one-on-one or meeting your entire team and customers. Everyone's voices and ideas need to be heard and seen. With Logitech's video collaboration solution, you know what you're getting, the very best for your business.
And of
All right,
course,
over to you, Sir Jojo.
Yeah, ever cryo. Many of us will agree if I say that body pain and inflamed muscle will always be part of a living. It's like you're working to do something to make your body hurt. With Ever Cryo Compression Therapy System, you will experience the easy and non-messy system to treat your physical ailments.
and so I guess it's time for our Miss You question. Let's bring in our guest. Ang gagaling nila. So let's bring our finalist actually. Let's bring in
Finalists.
Vilma Barbosa and of course Chris and Lorenzo Llamas. Of course, welcome back to our exciting Miss Universe part. And of course, ladies first, we'll ask Miss Brazil to answer the question, to be followed by, of course, let's say Christopher, then Lorenzo. Let's do that. Okay, so now that the pandemic is almost over, well, actually, it's over, I guess. Businesses are grasping for the near perfect ways to execute their back to business plan and achieve their market and success level as it was in 2019. The Miss You question is, if you have the power to make this acceleration possible, what will you do with your business among the choices mentioned here and why? Your first choice, target and crush the competition. Your second choice, do advocacy work and enable the link to your business anew. And your third choice, strategize anew on reinventing the wheel and launch the business anew. So, what's your answer, Miss Vilma?
Well, for sure, the third option, because I always enjoy thinking out of the box and I love creating new things, new ideas, and collaborate in different ways. So I would reinvent. I have already been doing that, reinventing and launching and trying different things, as we've been doing at Rotary Club with many projects and with the international students, the youth exchange program. We've been reinventing new projects, and that's the thing.
That's beautiful,
Wow, thank
Miss.
you very much. And I think I'd
Thank
like to
you.
collaborate with you because I also am the president of Arcom BP of
Wow,
District 3830. So I'll probably like contact you.
that's
So may I
wonderful.
ask, Chris, what's your answer to the question?
Okay, so for me, is the second choice, the advocating. I would like to use Anavari as a platform in which individuals, people can connect to. I wanted to expand beyond as a comic company, but rather a force of nature, or rather a force of business in which can achieve change, especially for our youth. So we would like to influence the youth of being more active to what they could bring into the table in the Philippines and in the world, especially right now. The global trend is community development. So we cannot win this battle alone. It is a battle for everybody that must undertake. So we Anavari is just the stepping stone of what me and Lorenzo is trying to achieve. So for now it sounds delusional, so grand. Yeah, so if I say so myself, but some crazy ideas would often start as delusion. Like you're delusional, but it is a fantasy. So right now we're still working on it to bring it to the present, but still it's something that we are holding on to.
That's wonderful. As John Quincy said, dream more, be more, do more. So, yes, you're on the right track. And of course, let's go, Enzo. What's
Just to back up with Chris, I would rather be delusionally chasing a goal rather than be a normal man thinking doing nothing.
Agree.
Yes.
Um, my choice would be number one: target and crush the competition. But bear with me first. The competition isn't our competing products out there who's also serving the same thing. When I say competition, Anavari itself, I want to destroy the old us and become better every day. The true competition isn't your peers around you doing the same thing. The true competition and the true target is you, how you make it better every day to reach your goal. The advocacy is really nice. That is true. I do not uncount those things that Chris said. But In order for us to achieve those things, to advocate, to work, to enable, we must become better. And to do that, we must crush ourselves first and target again daily the goals and ourselves to become better. That's why I'll choose number one, target and crush the competition.
That's awesome. I always wanted people to like choose that, you know. I always tell Joshua and like Jojo, who will pick that, you know? One day I finally found somebody who picked that. So over to you, Joshua.
All right. So since we have that kind of question, we're gonna be twisting it a bit. So right now we'll be asking you guys, what are your key takeaways and final messages to our dear audience? So let's start first with Miss Vilma, then Lorenzo, then Christopher. All right. So Miss Vilma, if you please.
Yes, my takeaway is that grabbing all the opportunities is always the best way to improve yourself. Well, I haven't slept till now, but I'm feeling so energized today because I've been listening to different ideas, lots of ideas pumping in my mind, and I'm really impressed by all of you, and I am so happy with this opportunity of learning and learning and learning, and I'm impressed. Congratulations on the hard work, and thank you so much for this. And Sherry is caring, and
Yes.
that's amazing. Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
me here.
much. All right.
You're welcome.
So you're definitely welcome, ma'am. And of course, next up, let's go with Sir Enzo. What will be your last words
Uh,
and at the same time your beautiful key takeaways?
Is it okay if you can repeat the question one more time? Just want to make sure of my answer.
All right. First off is what are your key takeaways and final messages to our dear audience?
My dear, key takeaways. Always have an abundance mindset. I always teach this because I not only I don't have only a publishing company. I run a marketing and influencer uh, company that I'm running. I'm currently the COO, and I always tell my team over there, even in Anavari, life is difficult. It wasn't designed to be easy. How do I carry through it? I always teach this, even in my TikToks, like abundance mindset. I am the best. I am the greatest. I am the strong. I can do this. Because if you don't have that, this world will crush you. Imagine the planet is like a small room trying to crush you like that, and you have no barricade. So that abundant mindset will be the one to help you push it back. So the world is hard, life is hard. So my last message to you guys: push back.
Yes, I love that one. Thank you so much. And of course, last but not least, Sir Chris. What are
Okay,
your last
so
messages and key takeaways?
for me, my last messages would be, I think this goes beyond even the company, but to our personal life is just that um, some things just don't work out. So that's a definite, and a lot of things we're not going to get, things we're not going to achieve. But it's the maturity to accept the fact that some things just do not work the way we want to. Company, personal life, or where we are right now. But actually, the art of letting go is a very difficult art to master. And sometimes we think we are defined by the past of what has happened through us, and we often think about the future of how anxious we are, but we forget that we live in the present, and this is where the moment happens, and we do not appreciate or see what the gift of the present gives to us. And oftentimes, um, even me, I overlook. It's either I'm anxious or thinking about the past. That hey, this is what I got right now. This is what I have. This is the resources I'm working with. So I'm gonna make the best out of what I have right now. So come what may.
That's good. I really like that answer. Thank you so much. And of course, I'd like to give this also the opportunity for our dear comment section because you guys are the best. And at the same time, I'd like to thank the people in the comment section, starting from Miss Any Rash Steel, and at the same time, thank you, Miss Nika, and of course, Miss Sheena, and of course, we have others that are here from Web3 Philippines. Thank you so much for supporting us today, and Miss Angelica and Miss Shira. Thank you so much, and of course, to our dear hosts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Now
much.
I
Okay.
give it to
Over
Mr.
to
Last,
you.
Jojo.
lastly,
Shout out to
we'll
Web3.
have. I know you mentioned about your final messages and key takeaways. Now it's a bit different. It sounds like it, but I'd like to ask you, including the host, of course, what is your quotable quote for this episode? Because I see a lot of limitless opportunities coming from Lorenzo, thinking out of the box coming from Vilma from Brazil, and Christopher of Not Letting Go. So we'll start with our anchor, Dr. Alex.
Oh, yes. Of course. Maybe I'll take it from Confucius because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. And without taking that step, like learning English with Vilma and, opening up Anavari, you wouldn't be where you are, right? So I would say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step.
Great. We have Miss Confucius. Joshua.
So far, mine would be think out of the box because one thing that I've really learned about from Enzo and Miss Barbosa was that with thinking out of the box, you create limitless opportunities, and there are more worlds to explore, more cultures to see. And I believe that we are here to unite those cultures, to unite those worlds, and we're gonna make a difference with all of it. And I really thank these guys for inspiring us to dream again, because that's one thing we need. We need to build the dreams of others. And through this show, I'm sure that everybody can do it like these pros can. And thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, Talk Shop Asia is not just thinking out of Manila. We're thinking out of the country. Now we're thinking global. So we have Miss Barbosa here. No? Not all, we also have guests from the US. Now it's time for Christopher. I will reserve Lorenzo last. Christopher, what's your quotable quote? You're on mute, Chris.
Okay, so there's a quote I go by, and this is the core tenet of what I believe in. So the past does not define who you are as a person, and the future has yet to arrive. You are in the present, make the most out of it in the here and now. And the second quote that I've always kept close in my heart is the Gestalt prayer, but it's not religious, but it's an approach. So the Gestalt prayer goes like this. I do not live in this world to live up to your expectations, and you do not live in this world to live up to mine. You are you, I am I. So if somehow we find ourselves in the same road, then it's beautiful. So it's a quote from Fritz Perls.
Wow, very good. First time I
Yes.
heard of it, but I'm inspired. So,
Yes.
CEO Lorenzo.
I previously there was a flash of this is my personal quote. I actually created this my own because I had a lot of realizations in my life growing up. Um, I saw the life of hardship and good parts of it. That's why I was able to come up with this one. Um, I wish that everybody would learn that don't be afraid to get the best out there for you. Don't be satisfied because that's like a big trap for everybody. Like be satisfied at the wrong time. Be satisfied at the right time when you know that you've done it. So here you go. No one can have everything in life. That is a fact. So that is why when you get something, make sure it's the best because you know you deserve it, knowing that you cannot have everything. So that's mine, and I also got this this quote I follow by, but this is not mine.
This is from Emory Tate. I always tell this also to myself. It's a very nice quote. My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with my sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Very nice quote.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very good. Now, see, just hearing your quotes, no, and your key takeaways. So the first thing I remember is with great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility. I think you all have that as key influencers and key leaders in Brazil, in the Philippines, and Bari. So more power to you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
one thing is common among you three because you always said about thinking out of the box, and you always said that you are not satisfied with what was the past. When you are in the future, you chart your own path going from present to the future, and then you have to maximize and grab every opportunity. So I should say you are not insane because you're not doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result. So galing yan kay Lolo Albert Einstein. Thank you
Nice.
very much.
Pwede.
Dr. Alex, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Doc.
Oh, I'm on mute again. Okay, so as we get over the pandemic and face new challenges arising from the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, businesses continue to thrive, grow, and scale up. We as leaders also need to become bigger, better, and the best that we can be. Let us build out these business milestones for our companies. We lead, amplify, reach out, and engage through Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. Be inspired and power on. See you next Saturday, 3 p.m. for another exciting Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network episode. Bye!
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend, dudes.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
We have just brought you Talk Shop Asia Power Network, the program that brings power to be within you. Hosted by Asian EduTech leader Dr. Alex Reyes, direct selling sensei Jojo Barakias, digital and lifestyle coach Joshua Ravelas, with the founding anchor, business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas. Until next Saturday, 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. here on Talk Shop Asia channels.